Hello, my darlings. Hope you're doing very, very well. Hope you're sitting comfortably, you are cozy, you have your snacks and your beverages. Just be warned, this video will be incredibly infuriating, so strap yourself in. Anyway, we're going to be looking at someone who goes by the name of Coach Greg Adams. He's been making content since October 2018. His videos and live streams are standard guy with a microphone who has a lot of opinions on women, but he's probably never found a clitoris in his whole life kind of vibe. I'm sure you know the type. He's made a lot of videos about women with tattoos, as he's mentioned here in this video called The Brutal Truth Why Women Get Tattoos.
I've covered these topics relentlessly. Should I get a tattoo to get these hotties, dotties? Should I marry a woman with tattoos? Generation Z and tattoos on the live stream. My 18-year-old daughter wants more piercings on the Ask Coach Greg Adams channels. That was 8 months ago. Should I date my single mother tattooed coworker? The red flag stream. Okay, so I've been touching about red flags, and tattoo to me is a major red flag.
It's so nice to know that he is completely and utterly obsessed with us. Thank you so much. So let's take a look at some of the things that Coach has to say about us.
Half of Generation Z and millennials have tattoos, especially women. However, you haven't been through the 35 and up years. You haven't been through, now you're a responsible adult. Now you got to go to the PTA meetings. Now you want to change and be involved in politics. Now you want to go into an upper echelon of class.
I'm not sure what the correlation is with tattoos and age, because last time I checked, tattoos don't affect my everyday life. Is he not aware that there are parents under 35? I'm 33, so I'm kind of close to what he deems as an adult age. And yeah, I'm all good. I pay my bills. I don't care about my class status whatsoever. I feel like the majority of millennials and Gen Zs would feel the same, unless obviously you are part of a certain society. But the everyday person doesn't really care about that kind of thing, right? We're basically just out here trying to survive at this point in life. This is the generation of watching SpongeBob and eating cereal for dinner. He doesn't seem very well educated on what he's speaking about. Let's be serious.
Get invited to a wedding, and on the back of your scapula is a tiger this big. You got to wear a strapless dress. Now you look like a scab peeling skeezer. I don't care what generation you in. Everybody at that wedding is going to look like, that is disgusting. You're going to look like trailer park trash. You're going to look...
It's the caring about other women's bodies for me. Has my man never seen an alternative wedding before where everyone just looks cool as hell? They're all sharing their individuality. They don't care. They're all there for a good time, and that's all a wedding should be, right? A good time. The whole everyone has to look pristine and clean and unmarked is so old school. But hey, tattooed women are disgusting as hell.
Or they tattoo their knuckles. I'm starting to see women with tattoos on their knuckle.
Oh, I plead guilty to these crimes. Arrest me, officer. I am not worthy of seeing daylight because I have some ink on my knuckles. Oh, women have been getting their knuckles tattooed for many years, okay? Like, this isn't a new thing, honey.
You're going to be wanting to be taken seriously, and they're not going to take you seriously.
If someone can't take someone with some ink on their skin seriously, that says more about them than it does about the person with the tattoos. Okay? Grow up and stop being so goddamn shallow. It's literally ink on someone's skin. It does not change someone at all.
And by the way, I feel differently about men and tattoos. Call it unfair, but that's what it is.
Of course. Like, of course. Double standards, right? Of course. Let's hop on over now to another video of where he's talking about stuff he has no clue about. And this one is called, Should I Marry a Woman with Tattoos? Oh, Lord. I mean, my answer is obviously going to be yes. But hey, what do I know? I'm not 35 yet. My brain isn't fully developed.
I have a friend who is in a long-term relationship and is about to marry his girlfriend this year. He says they've been together for about 10 years, all right? Jeez. Why, dude? Why? You made it this far. You got just about as much as you're going to get out the woman. Why marry her after 10 years? Oh, my goodness.
The way he just spoke about this woman as if she's a car, an object, as if she's run her course and it's time to put her on the scrap heap. He really does see women as objects, huh? Interesting, but not shocking.
She has begun getting visible tattoos over the course of their relationship. What could that mean? My friend does not have tattoos himself. Is this a red flag?
No. I'm assuming, a grown adult, and she can do whatever she wants. People like Greg's definition of red flag is so funny to me. Because to me, a red flag is someone that gaslights you, someone that manipulates you, someone that is incredibly abusive, and all of that horrible toxic stuff, right? I wouldn't say someone that chooses to get tattoos is a red flag in the grand scheme of things, right?
First of all, let's deal with tattoos. Tattoos, in my mind, are a symbol of a woman's mental state.
Oh yes. Today I feel like a flower.
A lot of women have a lot of things that go on in their youth childhood that they really can't express or they can't prove, and it's something that they really have a hard time dealing with. Maybe some father issues.
What I always find incredibly interesting is the fact that the woman always gets blamed for the father abandoning them as a child. Why is it always the child's fault when it was the father, the man, who did the wrong thing? But people like Greg are never ready for that realization or that conversation. Because, why? Oh, because it would make men look bad? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
But it could give you a sense of her sexual history.
There it is. There it is. We all knew it was coming. The whole, because a woman has tattoos, that means she has slept with 1,000 people correlation that has just been made up out of nowhere. The thing is, if it's true, so what? Right? So what? Why is it okay for men to have a large body count? But if a woman has a large body count, oh, hell no. She is the devil. This whole statement creeps me out so dang much. For men to say they want a pure, untouched woman. Just say you want a woman of barely legal age and just move on. You are literally telling on yourself, mate.
Poisonous animals or dangerous animals reveal themselves by the colors that they display.
Does he not realise that there are also animals out there that have colourful features to attract a mate also? But no, because that doesn't fit his narrative now, does it? Again, not ready for that realisation. The next video we're going to look at is titled, Should I Get a Tattoo to Get These Hottie Thotties? I wish I was joking.
I have one question. I have totally abandoned trying to be a nice guy to attract women.
Christ, the entitled nice guy. I'm honestly not sure what is worse, the chest pumping alpha males or the entitled nice guy. Either way, both think they're entitled to women's bodies, so I guess with the alpha male, they're out there loud and proud. The nice guy is a bit more snaky, worms his way in.
His question is, should I get a tattoo to become even more of an alpha, Chad, or Tyrone? Or is it too big of a sacrifice to make in the pursuit of banging out more thotties?
See, like I said earlier, it's okay for men to be open and honest about their body counts and sexual adventures. But if I spoke like that as a woman, ooh, boy. Oh, could you just imagine the field day that Greg and other people like him would have?
I wouldn't get a tattoo, like tattoo my whole body. So these STD ridden, overweight, fat thoughts, all right, who believe that they're 9s when they're actually a 4 could be more attracted to me. I mean, I just wouldn't do something like that.
Instead of just saying, I would never get a tattoo to attract a woman, which honestly, it's great. In my opinion, you should never get a tattoo just to attract people or to impress people. You should only ever get a tattoo for yourself. But anyway, Greg had to just hit below the belt and expose himself as a woman hater even more. I mean, he is doing the world a favour by exposing his red flags, so we all know to avoid him. So great, thank you.
And you might be able to get some of this peace leave out there.
I'm sorry, what?
Some of this peace leave out there.
Are you calling women a peace leave? A peace leave?
Peace leave.
That is so gross. I mean, it's evident that he doesn't know much about women's bodies anyway, but I mean, sure, tell on yourself more, sir. Just keep on doing that. Keep on doing it.
Putting tattoos on your neck, all right, putting tattoos all on your arm and arm sleeve and like that, but at the end of the day, you got to earn money. And if that is going to be a factor in you limiting your resources and making the best life for yourself, all right, making that best life, if that's going to be a limiting factor, but you're getting some rusty peace leave that's been all on Tinder for the last 5 years, all right? Is that going to be worth it? Is that a fair exchange?
Again, his message is somewhat helpful, but his delivery is not. Tattoos are way more accepted nowadays. You have teachers, lawyers, doctors, all with tattoos, which are very respected fields to work in. Of course, there are still some industries and businesses that are pretty anti-tattoo, or they require you to cover your tattoos while at work. And of course, it is best to just get tattooed where you think the industry where you want to work in will allow you to have tattooed. So for example, you want to work in a very prestigious law firm where some obviously will accept tattoos, some will not. So it's probably best not to get your neck tattooed or what have you.
There's some other things that you can do. Again, riding on motorcycles, all right? Some women love guys that smoke cigars, all right? Just don't do things that are going to cause permanent danger to yourself just to attract these type of women.
So don't get ink on your skin, but hey, smoke this cigar that will harm your lungs. Like, come on, does he even hear himself speak sometimes? Like, we're now going to take a look at another one of his lovely videos, and it's called Should I Date My I think it's meant to be single, Mother Tattooed Co-worker. Jesus Christ. Oh boy, we are at the bottom of the barrel right now.
I'm a single guy that's 35 years old with no kids. Congratulations for that.
I just know me saying that I'm 33 and I have no kids, ooh, that will give Greg a field day, because I know for a fact I would not get a congratulations. It would be a, wow, you're 33 and no man has defiled you yet?
And she has a few tattoos. Jeez. This dude, are you trolling me?
The way this man is repulsed by a single mother with a few tattoos is hilarious to me. A single mother with a few tattoos is not the devil. He's literally out here acting like she's a child predator, or, you know, she's been out on a freaking murder spree or something. Like, calm down.
And it would be normally deal breakers for me, but I am becoming more and more attracted to her.
This just shows how fragile and toxic masculinity can be. Instead of living your best life, potentially falling in love with the love of your life and living happily ever after, you're writing to this man who does not know you, doesn't know this person you're talking about, to get his opinion. Why should it even matter? If you like someone, then go for it.
He ain't seen none of that with the clothes off yet, sir. It's going to be a shock for you. I just want to let you know before I start answering this question. Women in their 40s that have kids, their bodies are a little ravaged underneath the clothing.
Is he really going to shame someone who gave birth? Is he really gonna just be in front of the camera like that and spew this hate and disrespect? My man, you couldn't even handle day 4 period cramps. You do not have a leg to stand on. The absolute audacity. This is so easy for a cis man to say, because they have absolutely no clue as to what a cis woman's body goes through throughout their life. I mean, a month is hard enough. You know, we go through so many changes within just a month.
They don't make for good relationship material because they're stuck with that damn tattoo. I mean, let's say you're a guy that wants to take your woman to balls and what do you call it? Nice restaurants. And she got that tattoo all on her shoulder, all on her stomach, on her chest. All right. And it's always just going to look awkward when she gets dressed in some good attire. Guys that have access to money aren't going to reach for them.
We were not put on this planet to look pretty for you. It's not all about you. Like, is there an ounce of intelligence in that man's skull? This also just proves my point that men like Greg want a barely legal woman as a trophy, just so they can stare at them, and they have absolutely no real connection whatsoever. That's really sad, and that is such a lonely life to lead. I couldn't imagine ever being in a relationship and not having a connection. Like, that's just awful to me. I obviously cannot speak for everyone, but you would not catch this tattooed girl in a fancy restaurant. Like, no thank you. £100 for a burger? Absolutely not. Why would I spend £100 on a burger, or expect anyone to spend £100 on a burger, when you can get an amazing burger from Five Guys for a tenner? Like, come on now, let's all be smart about this. We're in a cost of living crisis right now. And then you get these stupid little fancy plates in fancy restaurants where you have to spend like £200 for a crumb. Like, why would I do that when I can just go to my cupboard and eat some crumbs? Come on now. Let's be smart. No, but for real, not everyone wants that type of lifestyle, and it's absurd to think that they do. Also, tattoos in fancy dresses look freaking phenomenal. Like, seriously, who died and made you Anna Winter? Like, calm down.
Recreational drugs and women, they participate in a lot of recreational drugs.
I, of course, can only speak for myself, but the only drugs I've ever taken are medical. So, you know, like antibiotics and acids and all of that. I have never, ever smoked a cigarette. Not once in my whole life. I've only smoked shisha once. I started drinking alcohol at 29. And I, to be honest, barely ever drink alcohol still to this day. I mean, the last time I had an alcoholic drink was November time, I think. And I've never, ever been fully drunk. I'm saying all of this to prove that I don't fit the typical tattooed woman stereotype. And there are many other tattooed women out there that are like me. Stop putting women in molds. We are not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. And the thing is, if people want to take drugs, drink alcohol, smoke, do whatever they want with their bodies, that's up to them. It's their life, just like your life is your life, okay?
A lot of times they do tattoos. You got to think that tattoo artists have had access to her body for a certain period of time to put that many tattoos on her.
First of all, is he aware that there is, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Strap yourself in because this could be breaking news. Is he aware that there are women tattoo artists? Oh my god. Would a woman tattoo artist tattooing a woman client still be the issue? Or is your issue a male tattoo artist tattooing a woman and touching them? Is your issue with men? Do I need to break it down for you, or do you understand?
I mean, if they got tattoos in private areas, who put the tattoo on? Many times they might have the date, succeed, do whatever they needed to do. Let the tattoo artist touch them up? Nah.
Spoken like a person who truly has no idea about the tattoo industry. So many opinions, yet little knowledge. Again, there are women tattoo artists, but then again, Greg is the type of person to think it's all about him and only men exist. The misogyny here today is so dang real. But yeah, I mean, most people do just email a tattoo artist and say, hey, I want this tattoo on my butt cheek. The majority of tattoo artists are out there to provide a service, just like a hairdresser. It's all very professional. It's not that deep. Oh, and then we have this disaster of like a live stream. It's called Gen Z Women and Tattoos. Is this the clearest sign of danger in mate selection? We're now coming for Gen Z, who is an age range of 11 to 26. This man is now coming for children, young teenagers, and young adults. Fantastic. Love that.
Would you select her for a long-term mate? 83% of people here watching this stream today said no.
I mean, using Kat Von D as an example is problematic in itself because Kat Von D does have a very problematic past, but of course, my man doesn't want to do any research onto stuff that he talks about because where's the fun in that? Anyway, of course, a high percentage of your viewers are going to agree with you because that's why they watch you. They agree with what you say. This is not shocking in any way, shape or form. If I did the same of being like, is men like Greg a problem to society? The majority of my audience are going to agree with me because they agree with what I say in my videos. That's why they watch them. That's why people subscribe, because they agree with what you say. They enjoy your content. Like, come on now.
All right, how many tattoos do you have? If you have one tattoo, your percentage of regret could be in the 80%, close to 80%. This is just if you have one, and this is based on 600 people, so it's not a broad scale here. If you have two tattoos, your percentage of regret goes down, though. Your percentage of regret goes down, and this is men and women.
This whole section is so funny to me because it doesn't go with his narrative of you'll regret them when you're older. Like, he skimmed through that chart so damn quick. The truth is, the majority of heavily tattooed people are in it for the long run. I don't regret mine, and I'm 33. Sure, I'm not 50, but I don't plan on stopping getting tattooed anytime soon. And I assume that the majority of the people watching my videos feel the same.
Belly tattoos are disgusting to me. I think that's terrible. Unless it's a target.
I
And he says when they get tired of the jerks and the bad boys in their 30s and that peace sleeve is wider than the Grand Canyon, yeah, and that's you.
And that's you.
Tell me you don't know how a woman's anatomy works without telling me you don't know how a woman's anatomy works. He's telling on himself big time.
Oh, did we talk about how much women pay for tattoos? We always hear women are broke or women don't have the money, but tattoos cost between $200 and some big extravagant tattoos can cost what, $800 to $1,000.
Oh, ain't that cute? Oh, who's gonna tell him?
The discreet tattoo, for the most part, you might be able to give a pass. You'll be like, all right, if you're selecting a mate, you might be able to get a pass.
Wow, how charitable and noble of him. God, someone give him a knighthood.
You're not going to be 24 for very long. And not only that, you're going to have a new mate. The guys that you were with that accepted it, at some point, you're not going to want to date these guys anymore. You're going to be done with the jerks.
And that's you.
You're going to want a good guy, but you got a damn rooster on the side of your leg. I mean...
Again, I can only speak for myself here, but I am more tattooed now than I was when I was 24. And I'm also now in a much better relationship than I was when I was 24. So make that make sense. Like, a good guy can see past a rooster tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
Dark-skinned men and pale-skinned people do not look good with tattoos. That's just an opinion of mine. So if you have really, really pale skin, it's going to look, the blue's going to look garbagey.
What?
But I think dark-skinned women it looks atrocious to me, especially when it's green. The green one, terrible. And then pale-skinned women look like, they're going to always look like trailer park trash to me.
Excuse me?
They're saying, hey, men can do it and I want to do it. And they're trying to do it like their homeboys are doing it. And they're trying to do it like their favorite rapper or their female. I think they're encroaching into masculinity by doing this. I think so. I agree.
I think we have the trifecta now, right? The tattoos are masculine. Tattoos mean you're easy. Tattoos mean you have daddy issues. It would be so nice if these types of men could come up with something different that I have never heard before, because they all sound the goddamn same. You are bringing absolutely nothing new to the table. You all recycle the same phrases and sayings over and over and over again.
Any women in here with tattoos? I mean, I'll hit, but that about it.
AKA, your body is only good for me and my needs. Gross.
I like a very clean, smooth skin, hairless monkey woman. That's what I like.
No, you like a child. No woman is naturally like that. Let that sink in.
If your skin is blotchy and liver spots, like, I'll give freckles a pass too. You know what I mean? Freckles, all right. But if it's ashy, dry, blotchy, hairy hair, like when they have the hair follicles when they shave and they might be too pale or even dark skin, they shave their legs and the hair follicles growing in, I can't do it.
Yep. That figures. Yep.
If I'm with a woman and she has a bruise on her leg, I'd be like, ugh.
This is actually absurd. Have beauty standards really gone this far? My anemic siblings, I'm so sorry. I'm anemic and I bruise so dang easily. I literally just have to look at the corner of a table and a bruise will appear. I guess that means I'm ugly. Okay, that is enough for today, don't we think? I think that's more than enough, right? I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this roller coaster ride. It's been a lot. So yeah, I hope you'll have some spare time now to, I don't know, go scream in the abyss, because that's exactly what I would love to do right now. Oh boy, until my next one, bye.